Alright guys, welcome back to Smashing Punk Fan. What I'm going to show you today is how to bypass going to Ford and spending $1,400 on this headlight. Show you how to fix it at home because it's a simple wiring harness issue and we're going to be able to get a little more life out of this light assembly. So let's dig into it, guys. So guys, I was able to pick up everything needed to complete this hack at O'Reilly's. You're looking for these little sockets. They sell them in the electrical aisle. Part number for this Dorman wiring harness is 90807 and it's compatible with the 9005 light bulbs. Altogether, I was able to walk out of O'Reilly's for less than 60 bucks, and that way I can get my lights back on right now. Now let's gather up all of our parts and I'm going to show you what to do on the vehicle itself. You don't even have to uninstall the headlight first. You're going to want to start by removing this dust shield cover. It literally just pries right off. Exposes the light bulb itself. You're going to twist it. From the angle I was standing at, I do believe it was counterclockwise, and you'll feel it click or move. Just don't force anything. Be gentle with it. The wires are already messed up, so I'm not even concerned about them. We're going to pull them out here in a second. You do want to make sure that the vehicle's off and the headlights are turned off for this. You don't want to get a shock. That would be a surprising feature to take care of. Just don't mess with it, guys. Be safe. Think ahead. Both wires in this headlight assembly are completely corroded, gone, melted, and have seen better days. So I'm going to crimp them off and go ahead and splice in an extension. That way it makes it a little bit easier for pulling the light bulb in and out, and there's less rigidity on the wires themselves because they are superheated. They're kind of fragile, and the sheathing on them is already kind of in not such good condition. So I'm going to make a little bit of an extension here. Once we tap it in, we'll be able to go back and crimp everything back together. So it's honestly a pretty simple repair. It's just taking the time and dedication to focus on it. Believe it or not, in January, I was dealing with mosquitoes during this. So getting bit outside when there's no leaves or grass, it's kind of weird. Hopefully your experience is a little different than mine. Whenever you're crimping down wires like this, you want to make sure to get a solid bite and pinch on them. Just make sure to double check it, get a good grip on it. That way nothing comes loose or is actually shorting out or frying, and you don't have loss of connectivity whenever you go to turn your lights on. The wiring harness itself, once you actually put the bulb in, is a little bit tight. You'll see it as it kind of goes into that circular section, but it does bend backwards enough that it is allowing the light bulb to actually fit in the socket 100%. So just be patient with everything. It's a tight area to work in and you'll get this done. Before final assembly, I do want to go and test the wiring harness just to make sure everything did connect correctly. We do have power to it and everything's functioning as it should. So you'll see right now when I turn on the lights, bulb comes on. That means we've got a positive connection and everything should work as planned. So now with a fully repaired wiring harness to the headlight assembly, now we can go ahead and reassemble 100% and call it a day. You do want to be very mindful to not ever touch the bulb, and a lot of people never explain to you why not to touch the bulb. It's because your hands naturally have oil on them and they become a hot boiling point on the thin glass itself, so don't touch it. That way you don't burn out your bulb prematurely. I know a lot of people will be frustrated that I'm going to run another test here, but after installing it and seeing how tight that wiring harness assembly was against the circular section, I want to make sure before I finalize putting the dust covered shield back on that everything does work as planned, because that's the final piece of the puzzle. And there we go. We have full blown lights, the high beams, low beams, they're all functioning as desired, guys. So job well done. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please smash that like button, hit subscribe, stick around because this vehicle is only getting more miles on it as I keep it on the road, keep it alive, and do more hacks like this. So stick around guys. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next one.